Now I think we are live at the moment. Joining us in a few moments will be S. Sreesanth as promised to you. We are just waiting for him to join us. Sreesanth will join us in a few moments from now. So we are just waiting for him to join us at the moment. You all can put your questions for Sreesanth. He will be joining us in a few moments from now. We're just waiting for Sreesanth to join in. He'll be here in the next 5 minutes. All of you can send in your questions to us. Just ask whatever you want. He's most likely to be with us in the next 5 minutes. Sreesanth is just about to come online with us. You can just send in your questions, whatever you want to ask him, and we will direct him the same. Yes, yes, he is a great player. We are hearing a lot of things. So we finally have Sreesanth live with us.
At
Sreesanth, I'm
last.
sure you can hear me now.
Yeah,
The network is
absolutely.
fine.
Much better. We are on, yeah, I'm on my phone, so it's better, not Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
So, to start with, now everyone has done something or the other in the lockdown period. What has your regime been?
Uh, I don't know, I'm just polishing my painting skills of the house. I mean, I've become a painter in the house, and I am literally pushing my kids to help me with the painting. I love the interior work, so something which I learned from my mom. So, I this even this office was supposed to be a music room, and I shifted everything from downstairs and mix and match the colors. Even the gold you were seeing here was done by me. So it was more of
Okay.
bit of whatever you have in the house because you can't buy anything right now. It's very risky. So whatever we have, I am trying to manage it in the best possible way. And yeah,
You
first of
know,
all, thank you very much for guys. Yesterday I couldn't. We tried our very best. We tried
yeah, yeah.
Zoom, then we tried literally
It's a
everything. Was
it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
Anyway,
Thanks.
yeah. So now coming to your comeback, it's a much anticipated event. We are all looking forward to that. We are reading reports of you practicing in the nets and all. Sachin Baby told the other day that you are still unplayable on the nets.
Very,
So
very
how is
modest
it
of him.
going?
Very modest of him.
So how is
He's
it
been.
going?
It's been very good. God's been extremely kind. It's been very, very good actually. No complaints whatsoever. And it's very modest of Sachin to speak like that. He's a brilliant player, and he's been scoring runs for the last, I think, 4 5 years in a row, and he's got already two double hundreds in the Ranji Trophy. So, and against good side. So, yeah, it's nice to get good batsman out, and he's a left-hander. And fortunately or unfortunately, and I love bowling to left-hander. And right-handers, an outswing is easier, to bowl a right-hander. So I was just trying to prove a point that I am very good till even now. So, so all these youngsters out there who didn't face me or is eagerly waiting to face me in first class, you're more than welcome. I am more than happy to learn from you, but I really hope you stick around there, not get out. Otherwise, it will be great challenge for me, but I want to enjoy that challenge because I miss 7 years of cricket. The other day, someone was
Yeah.
asking about, I mean, since last 2 3 days, I've been giving interviews because I have decided not to speak much once I start playing. Before I used to be
Yeah.
straight opposite. Once I start playing, I used to speak a lot. So my
Hmm.
mantra for this season or my new life will be like a father when a daughter is really mischievous or son is mischievous. It's better to be silent and observe and learn from them. In fact, it's just their happiness. Mischievous sometimes it's just their happiness. So I will just answer with my performance rather than talk on the talk everything in the media and all that. That I will do now. That's why I said all
Yeah.
the youngsters all the very best.
Yeah. So going ahead, is somewhere match fitness a bit of concern for you?
Uh, I don't know, yeah. I mean, very honest with you, even when I was playing, we hardly did anything extraordinary. I think the best I have trained in my entire life is in the last 4 5 years, especially when I was training for movies and stuff, and then I tried MMA training for almost
Yeah.
6 to 8 months consistently. So MMA was difficult, and the boxing was very very difficult. So now I'm not doing anything, but I think I will get back into that boxing and MMA kind of a schedule because it will really help for the long spells. Even if you play PS4, if you
Yeah.
just try hitting just hands, it's difficult. So I mean, hats off to
Yeah.
those people. I mean, cricket, football, I all respect every sport, but MMA and boxing and all is extremes. So I'm trying to get that level of sir. I've been in touch with him, so he sent me a schedule and I'm following it up. I'm lucky to get online classes with him once in a while, and that is also helping me. So match fitness when it comes, yes, it's raining here. We don't get, we still haven't got the ground, and life is more important after the Corona thing. Yes, it's great to be back on the field, but I don't want to miss out on my fatherhood because I do something foolishness, trying to force myself into the ground and all that. So I will
Yeah.
prefer when the government, Kerala is doing a great job, especially Shailesh, the teacher and all that. So if if there's parameters in a genuine way and if every thing is proper, then you get into the ground and we start slowly. And I don't think it's a concern. I love fitness. I'm from Kerala and it's land of athletics so and football. So cricket, Tinu Chetan started, and luckily Tinu Chetan is the coach this year. So he's a fitness freak. Even now, I think he can still bowl. So it's going to be it's going to be amazing. And Tinu Chetan himself is a level two trainer who's done the NCA courses as well. So it will be brilliant.
Yeah. So now talking about once you start playing for Kerala in the Ranji next season, what's your first major goal to achieve from now?
Uh, get my rhythm from the first ball. It will be great to bowl a maiden wicket over to start with, which I've been visualizing. I hope it will happen, and it will happen. And yeah, just take it from there. And everybody says about ball by ball. Let's. I've got a goal, and it's very important. It's a very important that I take it game by game, ball by ball. But for me, because I missed those 7 years, for me it's very very important to put in another goal of another 4 or 5 years of playing good level of cricket. And I look at people like Federer and people like even Tendulkar for that matter. He played till Sachin Baji played till 40, Rahul Dravid played till 40, Dada played pretty late. The best thing is Leander Pace. He got Grand Slam at the age of 46. So there are people out there who's done it, Indians who's done it. So I'm lucky to work with a lot of people, and it's all about fitness. And the technology is so good now. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
priorities, setting your priorities right, and playing. So my first focus will be to get that first match. I'll be very emotional, but at the end of the day, that I have to just get in the dressing room, get in that first ball. Let it be any state which I'm playing against. I just want to bowl that first ball in a
Hmm.
Ranji Trophy or one day or T20. That is very important. But much before that, there is practice matches, and I can't wait to wear those whites or colored dress just to play a official match. I haven't played an official match for 7 years.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. We understand. Now, coming back to your past performances, obviously you came out great against the AB de Villiers duels. You always look to be getting him out. He looked like your bunny. So, was there
No,
something
no, no, no,
special
no.
that
Let
you
me just correct
that
that. He's
you
not my bunny. He's not my bunny, and he's a great 360-degree batsman, which I came to know only in the recent years because I wasn't playing.
yeah. So, was there something special that you did without before facing him? Was there some homework, or it came out naturally against him?
See, I don't know. A lot of cricketers who played with me will surely agree. Even in the team meeting, I never had any different plans for a right-hander or left-hander.
Hmm.
My idea was very simple. Being in a test cricket, I enjoyed being a boring fast bowler in the sense, it's entertaining is different, but running in, whether it's hot, cold, doesn't matter. Running in hard, hitting the deck hard, keeping on the middle stump, off stump, fourth stump, fifth stump. Take it out. Don't try too much of Yorkers. Once in a while, bouncers. And try not to bowl a bouncer, but just short of bouncer rather than a good bouncer from just short. So that was my plan. It was very simple, but very difficult to, uh, you know, to be practical. But not any big plans for him. It's just that I know that AB always waits for that outswinger on the
Yeah.
stump so that if it's outside the off stump, he makes a conscious effort. I know he doesn't want to get out to me.
Yeah.
Because it's I always tell AB, thank you. Even before I bowl, I used to say thank you. So even in the last 2013 IPL, I think he got out to me at the deep point. That is strange, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I thank my stars and thanks to my hard work and mindset when I bowl against all these legends. They are all legends of the game, and I'm just fortunate that I think I'm very fortunate to have played in that era where we had greats like Sachin Paji and VVS Lakshman, Virendra Sehwag, Yuvraj Singh, Gautam Gambhir, MS Dhoni, so many people in the nets, Saurav Ganguly in the nets, where to get them out was a challenge for me. So once you start getting them out in the nets, the confidence is next level. So after bowling to our Indian legends, I don't care whether it's Callies or Lara or for that matter, AB.
Okay, okay. So now again talking about your 2017 20 World Cup trim and 2000 World Cup trim, which has been the most special for you among these two?
For me, 2011 World Cup will be very, very special because when I look back, I started playing cricket only for the love of the game. And to be very honest, Tendulkar se milna tha. I mean, Sachin Paji ko milne ke liye, I mean, it was just sitting in the gallery and watch. I watched the first India versus Australia match where Agarkar made his debut, where Sachin Paji got a five in Kochi. And I was sitting but that match, I still know it was in white. I mean, whites, and it was a red ball. And we were in the gallery watching in Kochi Stadium, and we could hardly see anything. Most of them were going because Australia was in a winning streak, and they were almost winning. And then suddenly, yeah, Sachin Baji comes and starts getting wickets. Steve O to Michael Bevan and everybody, and it was a great sight to watch. And then we start dreaming. Oh my God! At that point of time, I was the leg spinner. I used to
Hmm.
copy Anil Kumble and Shane Warne and all that. So suddenly I said, "Wow, Tendulkar Paji bowls leg spin." So Sachin Tendulkar man bowls leg spin too. So from there, just there was this boost ka, thing where breakfast with the champions or something with Kapil Paji and Tendulkar. Boost the secret of my
Okay.
energy during my school days. I think I must be in sixth or seventh, I guess.
Hmm.
And I used to fill that so many times in a month. We used to have some 4 or 5 boost bottles, and my dad used to, without even asking me, he used to just buy it and bring it. So why 2011 especially is that I have to tell that backstory because just to meet him and to shake hands or maybe to take an Ashirwad or something. I ended up playing with him, and in fact, I ended up getting him out in a first class match, being somebody who used to admire him, and I still do. And getting him out, and then after the match, he comes to me and says, Tendulkar asking me on my first
Yeah.
match, you were bowling an out singer, right? It just came because I saw the scene, and I was like,
Okay.
because
Okay.
you see, imagine what a legend. When you were shaking hands on the mat, the once the man of the match, everything was gone. He just was just walking by. It was like as if I was just talking to him. I wanted to talk to him, and I was trying to make an, but he obviously was scared because of respect. And then you walk in, and then he says, oh, "You bowled an outsing, right? You were trying to get it go out, right?" I said, "Yeah." Then he says, "Yeah, that seam it, yeah, in the back, well bowled," and he just walked. So, and
That,
it's crazy. So, what a legend. So, from there to stand next to him
yeah.
when he's holding that World Cup, which he was missing for ages,
Hmm.
surely has to be my best moment. And yes, and the first person who I got the sign in my 2011 World Cup jersey is also Sachin Paji. So, it's a moment to cherish. I have the 2007, but unfortunately, I don't have a single signature of 2007 World Cup cricketers. But you're all like a buddy. But 2011 was like a lot of legends in that team. Bajipa, Zahir Khan, Ashish Nehra, Sachin Tendulkar, Virender Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir, Harbhajan Singh, Yuvraj Singh. Oh my God, what a team!
Yeah,
Except me,
exactly.
everybody
So,
was boom. Suresh Raina did a great job in the semi-final. Honestly, I mean, I was very fortunate to be a part of 2011 World Cup. That's why that World Cup is very special because I had written in my diary in 2007 when we lost the World Cup that in 2000 because we lost in the first round in West Indies, and I had just generally because being from Kerala and I had no hopes of, that's why I said when you asked me about what next, I
yeah.
had to keep a goal of 4 to 5 years because that has always helped me, always believing in the miracle. So I had told myself that, okay, 2007 is over, 2011 World Cup you can play. Then I had to plan how to get there. And then suddenly I got injured after the IPL. How can I make it there? So uh, what you write and what you believe, somehow God gives an opportunity to be there. But I should have, that's where I have become a different man now because I write specific goals now. Before I used to be like, okay, जीतना है टीम के साथ, अभी जितवाना
Hmm.
है टीम में रह के और मैन ऑफ द मैच बन के जितवाना वो वाला सीन है सो पहले मैं
That's
ऐसे ही लिखता था कि okay I have to be there but now
hmm.
I have to be there with a purpose. So I just want to
That's
tell
great.
all the youngsters or whoever is going to read or watch this, whoever is watching is, अगर आपका अगर आप आपका पूरी जुनून के साथ पूरी दिल के साथ अगर कुछ लिखते हो आई मीन इट्स नाइस टू रीड मगर अगर
Yeah.
आप लिखेंगे और उनको फॉलो करेंगे और बार बार उसको पढ़ते रहेंगे तो it gets into your brain and subconscious mind takes over. So I am sure if I can, from nowhere, everybody, even the legends used to call me a test bowler, ended up
Yeah.
getting the 2011 World Cup standing next to Tendulkar. So if I can, you can,
That's a,
in a
yeah.
much better way.
Yeah. That's a big thing. Now, I recall once MS Dhoni told about you that you are one of the finest bowlers of reverse swings. How was it like playing under someone like MS Dhoni?
I mean, I remember that match very clearly. That was my comeback test match in Kanpur, and
Yeah.
Zahir Bhai was there. Zahir Bhai always bowled
Yeah.
reverse swing really well.
Hmm.
Obviously, Wasim Bhai's, lots of obviously left arm seamer is a blessing for any team. And I remember even Irfan bowling crazy Yorkers. For me, Irfan Pathan used to bowl insane Yorkers, even when the MRF days, because we were all together in the MRF Pace Foundation. So when Dhoni said this, I remember it was a flat track and there was no way we would have won that test match. It was Sri Lanka just before that in Ahmedabad when I made a comeback after playing the county. I didn't get a chance because Ishant was playing and it was a good team there and I had just come to the team after playing
Yeah.
Irani Trophy where we defeated Mumbai and Virender Sehwag, Virubhai was the captain. And that's how I got back into the team in the test squad.
Yeah.
And uh, I remember sitting out in Ahmedabad match and I saw Wilson and everybody scoring heavy. It was
Hmm.
like 5 days, and I think it was close to 1,000 runs or something was scored. After that, going to Kanpur again, a flat white track was there. Something I believe in miracles, and I even today. I don't know whether you have spoken to me earlier. You can ask all the reporters. I never used to call any pata pata. I mean, I used to say it's pata, but I used to enjoy bowling to
Yeah.
pata wicket because I'm from Kerala. I never got a green wicket to bowl to when I was a cricketer.
Hmm.
So it was very important to have a good control in reverse swing, and that I learned from a guy called Hamsa Kunya. He's a curator in Kerala now, but he used to be a cricketer and then an umpire.
Oh,
So when he used to stand for umpiring, yes, there was Wasim Akram, there was Wakarunis, there was Alan Donald, a lot of people I could speak to, and I even worked under Alan Donald in 2009. But the real guy
yeah.
who taught me how to use the crease, how to bowl, how to use the angles, and how to use the wrist, and where, what kind of bat lift, where you should, when you should use those balls. All that was done by Hamza. And when he was umpiring, he used to tell me, "Kidhar dal rahe ho bhai? Ye try karke dekhna."
Okay.
He had a different approach. I'm still in touch with him, and he's literally not bowling coach. I always give all the credit of bowling fast to MRF Peace Foundation, T.A. Shekhar sir, and Dennis Lilly sir, and Ramji Srinivasan sir for giving us the right, and the doctor and the physio in MRF Peace Foundation, because they are the ones who got me the belief that you can be a great reverse swing. And thanks to Dhoni Bhai in that match, we won the match, and I got the man of the match. I clearly remember. Thanks to Dhoni Bhai, I was just excited. I wanted to bowl, 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 and then
Yeah.
Dhoni Bhai, I remember telling me, "Sri, आराम से, अभी second innings में भी ball डालना है." So you know,
Yeah.
it was very sweet of him to just yeah. So
Yeah.
thanks to him, that really motivated me.
Now, recalling your start of your test career, you obviously had the big boots of Zahir Khan to fill in. So, was it like a pressure to you, or you took it as a challenge or something? How did it that came to you?
The best part is I even just yesterday is the day when, so I mean, one of other interview also somebody asked me, when you feel to say, I swear on my life, bro, I can't lie on life. This is when I came now, like yesterday is the day when I came to know I did it. I didn't even think
Okay.
that way. Thank God I didn't think that way. Already I was under pressure, and if
Okay.
somebody had told me Zahir Bhai is not there in the team, you better pull your socks. Nobody told me that, luckily. I mean, it was only yesterday somebody told me that, okay, you were leading the attack. I was never leading the attack, trust me. There was Agarkar there. I always looked up. If there was no fast bowler, I was always look. I mean, there is no lie, but I used to always look up to Bajipa. I used to always look up to Virender Sehwag. Viruba used to really help me. Sachin Paji. And if you're looking at West Indies series where Sachin Paji was not there, I clearly remember Virubai was like my um, go-to man. He used to, and Anil Kumble. Anil Bhai was had brilliant, because he used to bowl medium pace, and he's got crazy brains of wickets. How to get wickets. So I have to thank all the seniors who
Yeah.
actually helped me. But bro, this question is not true. I never called myself a leading bowler or somebody who led the attack. It was always the senior players
Yeah.
who guided me. Even if the 2006 Johannesburg test, everybody really
Hmm.
applauds me for that performance. Yes, I've been grateful for my hard work, but it was only because of those legends, me bowling in that nets and taking their advice blindly, and just following it up. And that's the only reason I could do some justice to my talent.
Now, did you look up to some bowlers while growing up before starting
No,
cricket? And you,
sorry, it's Insta Live, and my wife is feeding me. Cheers, bro.
no, that's all. That's all right.
घर पे
So
रहो अपनी पत्नी जी के साथ और माँ के साथ, तो खाना आते रहेंगे और
yeah,
चेहरा देखो ऐसे गोल गोल होते रहेंगे.
that's obvious. ये तो होगा. So I was just asking you, did you look up to any of these great bowlers before starting your career?
Um,
Was
I
there one
used to
specific?
I used to always love Zahir Khan, Zahir Bhai. I used to enjoy watching Alan Donald and Dennis Lee sir's old videos. And when I was growing up, I was a leg spinner here. I mean, I used to love watching Anil Kumble and Shane Warne. And somebody who I really look up, or maybe some one book which really helped me to, when I was converting to a fast bowler. Obviously, it's MRF Pace Foundation, but to get into MRF Pace Foundation, I had to come from a leg spinner. I had to become a fast bowler. So I have to really thank my elder brother because he used to bowl fast. He never taught me anything, but I used to copy. I used to see what he's doing, and he used to play for his university and all that. So I used to just watch, learn from him. And after that, there was this Bob Willis book about the art of fast bowling. So it was all about fast bowling, and I had got 6 pages of one book where, I mean, I don't know how many people have realized. But a lot of people will say, oh, there's no cricket ball here. It's in the playroom. So there must be. 1 minute, huh? Yeah. There has to be a ball in the office. So yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
see, everybody says release the ball literally this way, right?
Uh,
Everybody says, but when I started off, literally I used to hold. That was my grip. So
Okay.
luckily I had a broken finger, so that really helped. So it was literally this way. And Bob
Okay.
Willis in that book he says you have to release it from the tip of the finger so that you get extra bounce. So
Okay.
even the grip never used to be like this. It was literally as if you're holding गिल्ली डंडा बोलते हैं ना वो जो भी है
Uh, uh,
literally. So that's how I became a fast bowler. So I won't say admired anybody, but I used to be a fan, and I used to have posters across the room. It was Alan Donald, Mark Boucher, the keeper, John D.
hmm.
Rhodes for fielding, and Sachin Tendulkar for batting. I had the team.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you showed the grip and all, now ICC is thinking about banning the saliva, obviously due to the coronavirus issue. So, you think fast bowlers will have a problem with that?
See, I answered this 2, 3 times now. I just want to say it's really blown out of proportion, bro. I mean, I don't think it should be a problem because how what something which I learned in county is keeping the
Yeah,
ball in the right way. And when I played for Warwickshire, it's about keeping the ball one side dry and one side shiny, or whatever you call it. There
yeah,
is saliva. Saliva is out of the question. So now
yeah,
there is sweat. Um, if you can have a good material, what I meant is the clothing material, which most of the international standards or even the first class standards nowadays is brilliant. It's
yeah,
only that sweat when if you're sweating heavily, make sure you don't hold the ball in your hand so much or don't shine it on your own pants, or the shirt or the
yeah,
socks. Sometimes people go down and when you're sweaty, you put it on the socks and try to shine it, and umpires will say, "Hello, better." So, so I just
yeah,
want to say it's blown out of proportion. In my view, it's
yeah,
something which is very good. And I think for success, it's about adaptability. And anybody who's out there, use this time, get used to it. Even when the net started, everybody's got this habit of doing that. But
yeah,
cricket being the gentleman's game, the only thing which cricket had, which is not that gentleman is spitting and putting it in there. So very
yeah,
good.
yeah,
So now there is no saliva, so you can like happily ever after. So the saliva is taken out. You don't need to spit into that bowl. That is a very good thing.
yeah,
I'm not saying it for the sake of it because even my mama used to
yeah,
ask long back, सब लोग करते हो और कैसे पकड़ के डाल लेते हो और फिर आप लोग पानी पीते हो खाना खाते हो बीच में कैसे so in one way the way I look at in the brighter side, whenever there is a difficulty there is a possibility with that. So you have to find that
yeah,
possibility, and I think it's a blessing in disguise that is taken away and it becomes a pure gentleman's game.
yeah,
And uh, Matter of shining, there are other ways you can have a good material. You can use your sweat. That is true. And the most important thing I love, only the
hmm.
skillful bowlers will survive.
Okay,
I
true.
love it.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm the
So,
skillful. I'm working on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So now coming back to your 2008 altercation with Harbhajan Singh, how has been the relationship now with him? Have you guys spoken after that? How is it going?
I've spoken up a lot after that. We have played together. Mm,
Okay.
Still in touch. Somebody who stood by me even on these last 7 years, who stood by me, who always send messages and encouraging words to me. When Bajipa and when the North India played Duleep Trophy during 2013,
Hmm.
I went and met Bajipa, Gautam Gambhir, and Virubai when because they were staying at the hotel here, and they had a match at the
Yeah.
stadium. They were playing E Zone versus uh, I think North Zone, So they were. I am very fortunate to have those people around. I consider Bajipa. It is just that one incident. It was one of an incident
Yeah.
where obviously I have told that in Big Boss. Or that was the first time I opened up and spoke. I irritate in the sense when I bat or when I bowl. You can see for me it was more of a war. I mean, it is, but then. When you play against Australia, when you play against any team, you give your very best. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. But I think that match IPL was happening in the first year, and that was like third or fourth or fifth match or something like that. And
Yeah.
obviously, I went after everybody, and Bajipa got out the first ball to Irfan, which for
Yeah.
mazak mein I used to tell in dressing room, Punjab Bombay ko haraenge, Punjab Bombay ko haraenge. So it was more like
Yeah.
a kiddish thing which I used to do, but maybe at that point of time, Bajipa it was completely different. So, and after,
Yeah.
I mean, sooner or later, on the same night itself, it was all sorted. And thanks to Sachin Paji called up and said, "You both play in the same team." And I said, "Absolutely fine. I'm going to meet him." And we met, and even we had dinner together on the same night. And but the media took it to the next level. And
Yeah.
even in front of Nanavati, if you ask Nanavati, sir, you will. They have the video clipping also, if not, where I'm uh, literally begging and crying and telling him not to ban or not to do anything with Bajipa. We are
Yeah.
going to play together. I don't want anything to be taken away from him because he's a match winner. He's got hat tricks for the India. I've just started playing
Yeah.
cricket, and I want to win matches with Bajipa because I consider him as an elder brother. There is a video. I can't. I mean, I don't know whether they will give it to you or something. You can surely ask Nanaudi sir. I think now he's retired or something. So you should surely ask. He'll be more than happy to tell you what
Yeah.
really happened. I am absolutely fine with Bajipa, and everywhere he goes, sometimes when they ask about me, he asks, he's such a great guy. He said, obviously, he's changed a lot. I have changed a lot. We move on, and in public also, he was saying, Sri, tu kahi bhi ho, maaf kar de bhai. So all that has happened, and most of the interviews they ask him, they ask me also, like the way you asked me. No props. I just want to say everybody wants to know, and all I can say is my elder brother. He will always be my
Yeah.
brother, and he's somebody who has helped me a lot
Yeah.
when I was playing, even when I was not playing also. So I always look up to him, and I appreciate. Maybe at that point of time, it was completely different scene altogether. I mean, it was the first IP and all that. Otherwise, Bajipa is a legend, and he will always be a legend.
Yeah. Now, looking forward, if you have to make a comeback in the IPL, is there any specific team, still a dream team to play for in the IPL?
यार क्रिकेट शुरू किया है यार कैसे कर दोगे क्या
Just wanted to.
Hmm. हाँ Tanu, say hi to him. Say hi, bro. Say. Hi,
Hello. Hello.
it's
How are
me,
you?
Sanvika.
How are
She's
you?
asking how are you? I'm good.
Yeah. Great,
Chalo.
great, great.
Listen, my bat is lost. No, your bat is kept in your playroom. Just go and see under the steps. Pink bat, right? Yeah, pink bat. Both of your bats are there. Just go get it. And wear your shoes. Don't get inside the playroom without shoes. Go. Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, I will.
See, I would love to play for any team who picks me and who gives an opportunity. I
Yeah.
don't want any. The best way to say is my allegations and everything was for a 10 lakh rupees. So I just want to say, please, guys, वो 10 lakh ki chakkar pe I had to spend a lot of money to get out and pay the lawyers and what do you call it, traveling money, staying money, keeping the lifestyle. I spent, I think, more than 6 or 7 CR or something like that when it comes to 10 lakh case. So I just want to say to everybody, be careful in selecting your friends and be careful in where you are and what you're doing. And, at that
Yeah.
point of just call me sorry. See, even God is saying, don't talk about it. You have got a new life. You just focus on your future rather than the past. So I think that is a signal, but I will still continue because I need to clear it to everyone who's out there possible.
Yeah.
I'm a cricketer who literally I hardly even listen to the captain. So if you're asking me for 10 lakh rupees, if you do something like that, you should ask most of the captains who captained me, does he actually follow anybody? Once that I had a white line fever, the moment I entered the boundary, it was nobody could control me and nobody it was all substantial evidence or whatever, which I don't want to talk about because it's stupidity clearing again and again and again. I just want to say whatever happened, it's only made me stronger. and wiser,
Yeah.
smarter, and I know exactly where my life is and where I should have been. It's not the question. Where I can be is what I should be
Yeah.
asking myself. In the last 7 years, yes, I really missed cricket. I really missed everything about the game. I used to cry. I used to be in depression. I used to be everything possible on the negative side. But something which I learned from my dad, there is no negative, there is no positive. It's only experience. And that's something which I
Yeah.
want looking forward. Whatever happened, it's a great experience. That's the reason why I could change my thoughts, change the way I look at people, change the way I look at even. I ended up reading a lot of books, met a lot of
Mm.
brilliant people while traveling. So I am so grateful these 7 years. Sometimes even though I missed the game, my life was absolutely fine. I got married. I had two beautiful kids. I got close to my mom. I got close to my dad because during my cricketing days till 2013, I was so busy playing here and there and partying and having friend circle more than the family circle. So God just wanted Sri.
I think there's a bit of problem here.
Sorry, one more call. I had to just say call you later.
Yeah, yeah, that's completely all right.
Yeah, so I'm
So
just
yeah,
happy. Urvashi Bhabiji Pranam.
yeah,
No, Urvashi Sharma,
yeah.
she's my bhabhi, and Sachin Paji is Sachin Joshi. I mean, Urvashi Joshi. She is very close to my wife also. So thank you, Babiji Pranam, and thanks for all the support and wishes given. In fact, the other lives, I spoke to Sachin Paji also. So thank you very much. Your family means a lot to me, and keep rocking, Babiji. Love and respect always. Yeah.
Okay. So before we move to the rapid fire round, just one question to end up with. You obviously started playing under Greg Chappell, and Chappell did not have a great reputation with the players around. How did he come to you? Your interactions and all. If you can tell us something about it.
See, I have to be very honest. I mean, a lot of people have got their own personal experience and their own way of approach to their life. But for
Yeah.
me personally, I come from MRF Peace Foundation, so one of his best friends, Dennis Lee sir, and I was
Yeah.
maybe fortunate to have worked with Dennis Lee, and I kind of understood the Australian way because it's like it's a difficult thing to do. I mean, it's very difficult when it comes to the operations and maybe the culture difference. And I think Greg Chappell sir maybe didn't. Understand to start with. That's the biggest difference between Gary Kirsten and Greg Chappell. Gary Kirsten knew what to do with every individual and what it was not the same thing for everybody, you know. So I
Yeah.
think the difference between both the big coaches where they're all legendary, they both are legendary cricketers, legendary commentators, legendary selectors, and all that. But when it comes to coaching on personal note, he's really helped me a lot. To make me understand that Dennis really respects you and appreciates you. I mean, that even though it's just one liner, it used to always motivate me. And he is somebody who told me, a lot of people won't like what I'm going to say because he's been thrown out of proportions. Because in personally for me, especially when I'm making a comeback, maybe this might backfire me. I mean, I can be very honest because I'm not supporting Greg Chappell, but I have
Yeah.
to be. I am really grateful to that man who made a Malayali Kerala cricketer realize that you can win matches for the country, and not just me, Dhoni, Reina, a lot of people. I don't know how many people will openly speak, but I just want to say I have seen it. I know that that man really helped me to focus, especially in the Pakistan series when I went to Pakistan. And he's the one who told you are playing all the 5 matches. And Rahul Bhai was there also. Rahul Bhai also told me the same thing. And he said, "Don't worry about performance. We want you to grow, and you have to take this to the next level." So first 3 matches I didn't do much, and the last
Yeah.
game I got 4 wickets, and then I got in the test squad. And even when I went to the test squad, he was there. Not as a godfather, but he always reminded Dennis Lee. He will never eat that. Dennis Lee, because he knows I look up to Dennis, sir. So he used to say, Dennis won't eat that. Dennis won't read that. Dennis will sleep on time. Then, see, at the end of the day, for me personally, he was fine. But then, it didn't go well with a lot of other cricketers, and a lot of people didn't understand. Most of a lot of people, I say, maybe sir didn't understand the Indian culture and the the way we operate here.
Yeah.
But in my personal note, he's helped me, and I'm grateful to that man for having faith in me to
Yeah.
win matches for the country. And the only thing is the World Cup, as everybody says, 2007 World Cup, I didn't get a chance. So, sir, why?
Yeah.
Me
Now,
and Irfan was sitting out and carrying water. We both played only a practice game, and I think yeah, I was the one who was. Everybody played but me. I think even Irfan
yeah.
played one match. I don't know, or Irfan and me didn't play a single game. Absolutely, and
Yeah.
see the destiny. In the same year, Irfan wins the man of the match in the World Cup finals.
Mm.
Same year with the same
Yeah.
uniform, literally, and I
Yeah.
take the last catch.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, guys, whoever
Now,
is listening, कोई भी सुन रहा है, तो please never give up, bro. Never give up, girls and boys out there. If I
yeah.
can, you can. If you can, anybody can. God bless. Sorry.
Now, if we can take one of the fans' question, he was just recalling your 2006 when you gave
Thank you,
Hashim Amla.
മലയാളികളുടെ മുഖത്ത്. Thank you, മോനെ. Thank you, റോഷൻ. മലയാളീസൻ. എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. വളരെ നന്ദിയുണ്ട്. Love you.
So one of
Sorry.
the fans was just recalling the way you gave Hashim Amla the send off. Was it natural? How did it come up? I mean, if
I
you
was
can
like,
say something.
I still remember. I was like, what the? Did he get out to me? I mean, all the papers, all the news was talking a lot about him, and he's writing a lot about him that this guy's got too much time. He's like Rahul Bhai, and he's like this, he's like that. So listen,
Yeah.
bro. I know it's live, but I have to say this. I never considered anybody except Indian cricketers legends. Okay, I used to love Lara uh,
Mm.
for his game, and I respect
Yeah.
a lot of other cricketers like Donald, Sean Bullock. I love them in a different way, respectful way. But if they
Yeah.
are playing against me, and that too against my country, I'm
Okay.
extremely sorry. I don't care whether you're Ashim Amla or apna, it doesn't matter. So for me, because first innings or when he got out, it was like a lot of talk, especially in Potchefstroom. You know, there is this new guy coming and all that. So I planned my wickets and I visualized my wickets, and it happened exactly the way it is, and I was in a good rhythm. And
Yeah.
it just came out. It was more like in tennis ball cricket. I play a lot of tennis ball cricket, and when somebody says you are not good and I will hit you through the ground, I will hit you outside the ground, and suddenly he gets out, and my expression was like, sometimes Virat does that. I don't know whether how many people have noticed. Virat sometimes
Yeah.
does that. He's like, but luckily no one has pointed a finger on him. But yeah, I just hope that was very old, Shri. I don't think I will ever repeat that again. Because at
Okay.
that time I was what, 23, 24, man. I'm 37 now, father of two.
Yeah.
I have to set example
Okay.
for my kids.
Yeah. So just moving to the rapid fire before we close in on this.
Yeah.
So let's start with if you had to pick up the better captain between Dhoni and Kohli.
Dhoni and Dhoni.
Yeah. Okay. Better bowler between Shami and Bhuvi.
Um, Bumrah.
Okay. So,
Because Shami and Bhuvi, there is no comparison because both are something I
yeah,
like. It's just that Shami is slightly faster, and that's all. Um, but I really love the. If you're looking at speed, I love Umesh Yadav's speed. If
okay.
Umesh gets the length, okay. Ishan took some time to get the line. I mean the length which he's supposed to be bowling for a long time. So if Umesh can hit that length, which whenever he does that, he gets lots of wickets. And I just hope Umesh gets back to, because he's got pace. And if Umesh can bowl the length which Ishant now bowls in a test match, not that just short length is what he should be focusing on. He should be focusing on something which I used to bowl, or Sean Pullock used to literally bowl up. It's like a floating ball, but
Yeah.
with the pace, you can get Smith dance. We can make the Smith dance, and root ka root will be destroyed if you can bowl that
Okay.
length.
Okay. So, if you have to pick the T20
Smith
11
will
for the,
Smith will slip and root will get uprooted.
that's a nice.
Mm.
So, if you had to pick up a T20 11 for the World Cup, T20 World Cup coming up, who all
India,
would be there in your side?
Indian.
Yeah, India.
I mean, see, RP Singh is retired and that's his job to select the selectors.
Yeah, yeah.
So you should
So if
ask RP Singh who the selectors are. Then I'll give a call to selector and I'll ask, "बस sir, बोल दो ना." यार मैं कैसे बताऊं मुझे तो आज सच बताऊं there is no thing in saying I hardly even know the rules and regulations of T20 now. I
yeah,
was learning it from Sachin Baby and Sanju and Basil Thambi and all that. यार क्या field रखना है? I have no shame in saying it because last 7 years everybody says experience. I am 37, but last 7 years I haven't literally seen much of cricket. Yes, I have seen
yeah,
here and there, but I've never played cricket. And there are so many rules and regulations, which especially in T20. So if you ask me 11, Virat Kohli captain,
yeah,
uh, MS Dhoni vice captain, keeper,
yeah, yeah,
KL Rahul,
yeah,
Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan opening.
yeah,
Number 3, obviously Virat Kohli.
yeah.
Number 4 for me, it will be MS Dhoni.
Okay.
Number 5 will be number five will be Suresh Raina.
Okay.
I know he's not there in your mind. I could see your expression, but
Yeah,
I will put him because you should see is the way he's training hard and he's never done that. I mean, he must have done that, but he's looking fit and he's raring to go. Especially after a
yeah,
couple of surgeries, it's not easy, but he's shown it in 2007, 2008 after his surgery, and I'm sure I am in touch with him also. I think he will be surprised if IPL happens before the World Cup. Raina will be
yeah,
there. You are asking anyway my team, so yeah.
yeah,
Then number 5, I said Raina, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Number 6 will be Hardik Pandya. 6 or
yeah,
7.
yeah,
Ravindra Jadeja.
yeah.
Um, Fast bowler will be Bumrah at number 11. Number 10 will be. I genuinely love Kuldeep. I
Okay.
love him. It's just a matter of, I don't know, just not putting the head down when somebody goes after you. I mean, he can. Genuinely not advise, but a biggest request to him will be to watch Shane Warne's videos, or Anil
Yeah,
Kumble's videos. Um, Anil Bai and Shane Warne used to be a biggest example of spinners who were aggressive.
yeah,
Not just when they were doing well, even when somebody goes after. I think if Kuldeep can get that mindset, he will be
yeah,
because he can bat also. So,
yeah.
Bumrah, number 10, sorry, number 11, number 10, whom did I say?
You picked Bumrah, Kuldeep. You
Kuldeep.
didn't pick. Yeah.
Uh, Jadeja and Kuldeep can be the spinners.
Yeah.
So how many people left now? See,
Two, two more, two
okay,
more.
uh, two more.
Yeah.
You need a Hardik Pandya will bowl anyway, one medium pacer. Uh, UVPA is retired. Bajjipa is also. Bajjipa is still playing, right?
Yeah, yeah. He
Man,
hasn't retired.
I would love to see Bajjipa. Genuinely, no political right or nothing.
Hmm.
I have a sick feeling because even him, why I'm saying Raina and Bajjipa, because you should see his videos and the way he's training and yoga and all that, and he's
Yeah,
he never looked that fit ever, and. I will actually keep Bajipa instead of any other spinner. My spinners will be, yes, if you might even ask about other spinners, but I just want to say Ravindra Jadeja all-rounder. For me, it's a
yeah.
T20, so I believe it's not just about getting wickets, it's about scoring runs also. And you have to be a brilliant fielder. So Ravindra Jadeja, uh, and what's his name? One more person, one more good bowler. One good bowler who can bat. Yeah, I love
Ashwin
Umesh.
probably.
No, Bajipa.
Okay.
Bajipa, one off spinner, man.
Yeah.
And Rohit Sharma has got a hat trick in off spin. He can part time if he
Yeah.
wants, which we don't need because Bumrah, one Hardik Pandya, and one more person, one more good bowler. I will go for Saini maybe because after
Okay.
seeing him bat in New Zealand, कभी कभी ना just short length या Yorker length को जब बिना देखे भी चलाते हैं ना तो छक्का चला जाता है. So and he's strong boy and he bowls fast. So me being
Okay.
a fast bowler, I will put Saini and Bumrah bowling.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
any left arm seamers who's doing well? I don't know. I'm sorry, yeah, but not many,
Not
right?
really. Yeah. No, no.
Yeah. So, what happened to that one left-hand seamer, Khalil? Khalil
Khalil Ahmed. Yeah, yeah, he's still there. He's still there in the setup.
is in. I just hope IPL happens first. I would love to see a left arm. I don't know, for some reason, after playing with alongside Zahir Khan, RP Singh, and Irfan Pathan,
Yeah.
we need a left arm seamer. And you understand, you are a cricket follower, and you understand the game better. And I think a left arm seamer makes a lot of difference if he can bat. So, but still, for the time being, it's Saini and Bumrah opening the bowling. Hardik Pandya coming maybe first in, depends on what Virat feels.
Yeah.
Um, and Kuldeep and Ravindra Jadeja spinners,
Uh,
five, and all
yeah.
rounders. And the rest is, I'll say that again. Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma opening. One down
Yeah.
Virat Kohli, two down MS Dhoni, three down Hardik Pandya, four
Mm,
down Ravindra Jadeja. No, sorry,
mm,
five down Ravindra Jadeja.
yeah.
Then Kuldeep, not Kuldeep. Then Saini,
Yeah.
Kuldeep. Uh, we are missing somebody, man.
I'm not sure.
Rohit Sharma,
Ye-
Shikhar Dhawan,
Yeah.
Virat Kohli,
Yeah.
MS Dhoni,
Yeah.
um,
Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya,
Yeah.
Ravindra Jadeja,
Yeah.
um, Kuldeep.
Yeah. You picked Harbhajan too.
Yeah. So
Ah,
before Kuldeep, Bajipa,
yeah.
Kuldeep,
Yeah.
Saini.
Yeah. Raina, you said. You mentioned Raina.
Thank you, guys.
You
Thank
men-
you, Nam Cricket and Parth Chaturvedi. Five was my Rena. Come
yeah,
on.
you mentioned
So
Raina.
that
Yeah.
I will put this way that the team is done. Rohit
Yeah.
Sharma
Yeah.
and cut all this. You have to edit this.
Yeah. We would. Yeah.
Clock. So it's Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan opening,
Yeah.
and just in case if Shikhar doesn't keep himself fit or anything, I would love to
Yeah.
have Sanju open with him, Sanju Samson, because he's doing well, and he will be my second keeper, and Rishabh Pant. I mean, whatever. So because Sanju can be a fielder batsman also, as Rajasthan Royals does. So Shikhar Dhawan, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, number three. Number four will be MS Dhoni. Five, Raina. Six, Hardik Pandya. Seven, Ravindra Jadeja. Eight, Kuldeep. No, Bajipa, Kuldeep, Saini, Bumrah. And 12th
Okay.
man S.
So
Sreesanth.
that's great. So just to close in on, there is a lot of speculations on MS Dhoni's future. What do you think about it? Should he go on and play for a few more
I
years? What?
I I don't know about few more years, but he should surely play the T20 World Cup, and I genuinely hope IPL happens before the World Cup so that we get to see Dhoni Bhai's crazy innings because a lot of people have been talking and he's been silent. Even during
Yeah.
the Sushant, I know he knows what he does, and the biggest example for a great human being at the end of the day, let what the world say, whatever people say, he is serving our country. He's joined army and he's made it
Mm.
very clear. I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to get into movies or a commentator. I mean, with all respect to everybody, all the cricketers out there who's doing other things, including me. But then he said, "I'm going to go do service." So salute to him, and I'm sure we should just leave it. And I don't think I deserve to even comment on him. I just want to say, let Dhoni Bhai decide what he wants to do. As a
True.
cricket fan, the way I used to see Sachin Paji, I
Yeah.
really want Dhoni Bhai to be playing and winning the matches at number four, and win the World Cup, and then make like a Sachin Paji how we called it a day. Maybe something like that. Dhoni Bhai can decide, but I want him to walk off the field on somebody's shoulder, and it will happen.
Okay. Thank you,
He shouldn't
Sushant.
walk off. He should be taken in the shoulder.
Okay. Thanks, Sushant. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Do you want to leave a message for fans?
Absolutely. As I always say, as long as we are breathing, we don't give up. And always remember, sometimes I'm writing on something called loneliness is equal to geniusness. So always remember, being alone is not does not mean depression. Being alone is a time where you can rewrite your goals, look back and see what you learned. No bad experience, no good experience. It's all experience. And always remember one last thing I want to say: don't try. Either do it or learn from it. God bless you. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Sri. Thanks.
Take care, bro. Love to family. Bye.